Hi, my name's Benedict Lopes. I'm the program director of Scarborough Arts. You're listening to the Big Art Book Podcast. The Big Art Book Project is an experiment in 2012. It's the merger of two annual programs, a youth visual arts project and an open writing project that we do. We wanted to combine those two elements and generate fresh, new creative content and really see where that would take us. We weren't sure about the response, we weren't sure how it would be received by our community of artists, but the outpouring of material and support has been overwhelming. You'll be listening to a selection of writers and poets chosen by our juror from the Big Art Book.
My name is Habeeb Alli. I was born in Guyana, South America. I grew up in Guyana and I also grew up in India. And I have lived in Canada for the last 7 years and I'm presently living in Scarborough. My favorite local spot in Scarborough at the Scarborough Town Centre. My piece is about the Canadian experience. Coming to Canada, I'm not the only one who have experienced the beauties and as well as the frustrations of having a Canadian experience whenever you're required to have a job. Also, the Canadian experience of leaving one's homeland with a different culture and happening to be engaged with a new culture. The Canadian experience. Life is experience. Living in Canada or foreign, one has to have this regardless. But here I'm standing with certificates. I can't understand why I can't get through the gates. Sir, I can serve coffee and apply anesthesia. Living with others is my forte. My mama taught me respect. Whether it's old, young or one with defect, they all warrant my love. For growing up among diverse races, you had to live like a dog. So if you wouldn't give me the job, how could I get the Canadian experience? How can I stay at home and get an idea of what Canada is all about? The Canadian experience is not about jobs alone. The weather is simply a shock. So beautiful the seasons, colors of fall strikes my soul. Here it is, though, for a conversation. How cold it is, eh? It's such a beautiful though, yeah? This is such a blessing, never mind the cold. We need this catalyst, for such warmth is unheard of. Trust me on this. And it seems as if we can't live without hymns. Look at the different flavors of coffee in the house, multicultural tea and cafe every second corner. Names like chai and cappuccino evokes a sense of Taj Mahal and the Coliseum. It makes me feel Niagara was brewed into hot chocolate, soothing my loneliness in this one-bedroom condominium. The double-double and tea bags out, the seasonal donuts and maple syrup, this country is like no other, for with a cup of such affection you need not bother. And peace is what makes Canada an experience. Imagine the politeness of everyone. Good morning, have a nice day. And if angry, still smile and turn away. Where can you find forces and armies out, fighting for peace and human dignity, for people they know not by names, all because it's Canadian to make the world better. It's so real, this new experience. I had no idea that you can live in Danforth and shop away, not in English, but simply in your native way. You can worship, learn, be yourself, you can love, all in your own traditional language for so long. It's such an experience to walk into any Canadian place and not feeling lost. You can leave BC and still be at home in any city. The homes, malls and stores are beautiful archetypes, generic prototypes, aesthetically branded like an enlarged maple. Canadian living, apart from all, it stands unique, for living here makes you speak several languages. Best of it is to hear, in a single sentence, English, French, and Arabic, the language of courtesy being the all-time icebreaker. Where you ask, how are you and your family? Where you ask about the well-being of people, and finally avoid privacy, but acknowledges with a heartfelt thank you. Holidays are the best with family and friends, the best barbecue and salad, and get it kosher, halal, or vegetarian, certified if you like. Holiday, whether religious or not, it's time to feast at home and talk about past experience, enjoy a long weekend with a movie or escape on a last-minute flight. And what about politics? The Canadians are so lucky. They get to vote in 3 elections regularly, yet hardly, even if they can on their BlackBerry. Do you know how blessed it is to have democracy? Have you heard of voting at gunpoint? Or vote for loads of cash? Or those who stand up may never see the daylight? The last time you saw noble Canadians is because of the pioneers who gave us a land of diverse cultures freedom to live and express the envy of endless many. This is different, a love found on goodness, not on passion ready to dispel like Canada Dry, and neither without excitement like working 2 jobs back to back. You may travel the world and see fairies, but where can you find such beauty? In CN Tower and the magnificent prairies, in Niagara Falls and hunting caribou. Not without license can you fish, not without permit can you ride a boat, shoot an animal or cut down trees, for here is where we taught a discipline. Such respect for life, such meaningful engagement of the environment, the steady call for renewable energy, forget about oil sands, we will soon supply the world purely. Sports is definitely in the Canucks' blood. You never heard of football, you thought it was kicking a ball. You grew up in the Commonwealth of, or what, man? A true Canadian, always supporting his people. His favorite hockey, football or home team, winning the World Cup, cricket, soon a dream. Where in the world will you find Friday night and football game on, TV on, guys and girls watching the fun, everyone betting, beating chicken wings with a cold one? This land is special, God's own country. You play with people's dignity, you'll find yourself in self-pity. No one escapes the noose of injustice. You know of certain outside places where a brown sheet or who you know can get you off the gallows. But here justice is key to freedom. People in the past labored for this human dignity. You're innocent until proven guilty. Bet your last dollar every dog had his day in the corridors of the Charter. Canada is a country for women. Imagine how important this is. Sometimes who suffers then? But you can't imagine how important this is to have women's rights enshrined from cradle to grave. The plight of women in the world, can't vote, can't travel, never know what it means to choose your partner, can't love, can't earn, living in constant horror. Yes, the security it offers for women in Canadian Constitution. You can become anything. You can lead or sing and earn with dignity. Here a mother is honored with her retirement. A daughter is secure with her education opportunities. A wife is happy with her endless social securities. A sister is proud with her safety from poverty. It is in Canada alone we can stand up to the Pictons and Russells in dungeons of justice and fear none. O Canada, the land of my true self, I came looking for Canadian experience. I found the whole world more than my job.
Scarborough Arts is a not-for-profit community arts organization. We've been proudly serving our community of Scarborough through the arts since 1978. To find out more information about Scarborough Arts and our ongoing programs and projects, you can visit us at ScarboroughArts.com.